There are so many kinds of knowledge, social, emotional, literacy, cognitive, just general knowledge. All of the realms of information have an important effect on the development of young children in academic settings.
Which is part of why it's so important to begin getting kids ready for school at a very early age to help set them up for success. And that's exactly what the folks at Worcester County Public Schools and the Judy Center want to see happen. This is Diane Shorts, and she is an early childhood coordinator. She's here with Karen Ellison, a Power School specialist. Ladies, welcome to DelmarvaLife.
Yes, thank you for having us.
So I want to start off by getting a little bit of your background of how you got into early education.
Well, let's see. I started out as a 5th grade teacher and then moved into administration. And a few years ago, I moved down to the Board of Education as the early childhood coordinator.
You got a pretty good background there.
Yes.
And?
Yes.
I was a computer geek from the early 90s. I learned on DOS systems, and I actually was unemployed in Houston and hanging out with my friend who was a kindergarten teacher, and the principal said, "Does your friend need a job?" And she said, "Yes, she does." And so I started out because I was good with computers, and so I've now been doing Power School stuff for almost 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And enjoying
I don't
it
look
is-
that old, right?
No, you
not
don't.
at all.
You started when you were 7.
That's right, that's right.
Okay, let's dive into the deep end and tell me why it's so important to get kids involved in pre-K.
Well, as you said, I mean, it's just the foundation. When you think about like building a house, it's that strong foundation in order to build the other stories above that. And pre-K gets our students ready socially, gets them ready for kindergarten so that they can come in ready to learn. They need to learn how to share, they need to learn empathy, they need to learn how to sit quietly and listen to lessons.
Right.
They also have the academic part, but the most important part at this age is their social and emotional well-being.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the early learning hubs or hub. What kind of services are provided there?
Well, the Judy Center offers many, many different services, but basically they're working with children that have not entered the school system quite yet, and they work with their families. So they have Tiny Tot time when they read to them. They are also working on social emotional. They have people that go into their homes and work with them educationally. So the Judy Center hubs in our 3 Title I schools are just a value for our county. We're very lucky.
Okay, so how can kids get enrolled?
So we have moved to an online enrollment process through our student information system, which is called Power School. And on our Worcester County Public Schools website, there is a button there that they can click for new enrollments. And they fill out just a little bit of information at first. We have to make sure that the students are old enough and things like that. And then once they have done that, then they will create what's called a parent portal account. And they go in, and then all of our online forms are right there. They can fill them all out. It is a dynamic website, meaning that they can do it on a phone, they can do it on an iPad, they can do it on a laptop, desktop, and they even have the ability to take pictures of their documents, birth certificates, proof of residence, and it will upload it, and the people at the school can just look at it. And it just makes the process just much more convenient. They don't have to come into a school, fill out a bunch of papers. They can just do it right there at home, and then the school will contact them and finish the process up.
I think all that time she spent on DOS paid off pretty well.
So what has the response been like from families?
I think it's wonderful. The sad thing is kindergarten through 12th grade, it's universal, and that means anyone who wants to attend can attend. When you're dealing with pre-K 3 and pre-K 4, you're dealing with limited availability. We only have a certain amount of slots or spaces available. In pre-K 3, we usually, at a typical elementary school, will have 20 spots available. Excuse me. Some of our schools will have 40 and some will have 60. When you're talking pre-K 4, you're talking you have 80 slots. Typically at a school, you might have 120 kids that want to get in. So the importance is to make sure that you are getting online when our registration opens, and we will start accepting applicants as soon as we can. So by the end of April will be our first round of acceptance, and then we will continue throughout the summer.
Diane and Karen with Worcester County Public Schools Judy
Thank
Center,
you.
thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
You betcha.